Good morning, good morning. How is everyone on this fine Thursday morning? So we've been working in the little envelope journal, the accordion fold journal that has 4 little signatures in it. Since I went ahead and finished shortening all these pages, you know, either cutting them down or gluing them down. Just to make them a little bit prettier. This one here, I think I did on camera with you, and we made that into a flip out. We're going to do some decorating, but I was looking in my stash yesterday, and I noticed I don't have very many pockets. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make some pockets for this. Now, we know that the pages are 4 inches, so we can't make them any wider than, you know, I don't really like to make them any wider than, say, you know, the page is 4. I don't like to make them any wider than, say, 3.5. That way there's room on either side. You can see the paper. So, we'll just jump right in. I watched, last week, I was watching Rachel at Roxy Creations, because she's wonderful and fabulous, and she was making book page pockets, which, well, she made several last week, and some pockets I did off camera, and was using up some of my windowed envelopes. So these ones here will probably not make it into this journal, just because, like, this one here is really big and the orientation isn't correct. So, like, on this one, let me find, we'll use this. This is actually a cover that I'm considering for this little journal. I don't know. I haven't decided if we're actually going to do a cover, or if we're just going to have it as is. But how this pocket works is it slides over the journal page, you know, like this. And then you have a pocket on this side. That's kind of pretty, isn't it? And a pocket on this side. But this one here is way too big. But this one, I was looking at this one. This one here might be an acceptable size. Let's see. It is, nope, it's 4.5. So it won't work either. Right. But we will revisit these pockets. That one might. And that one might. No, that one won't. At a later date. Because none of these are going to work in this journal. So, why should we, isn't that one pretty? Love the birds. But anyway, those are really the only pockets that I have. Let me look at my, you know, I am without my glasses. And seriously, I can't. So, in my pocket, you know, thing, I have, oh, that one's kind of nice. That one might work in here. And then again, it might not. It might be too tall. But it might work on something. Yeah, see, that's a little, I mean, it fits height-wise, but I don't feel that it fits width-wise, because you don't have a lot of space here to be tucking stuff in. Maybe if I had made that a top-loading pocket versus a side-loading pocket, but, well, I did this one here. But anyway, in my pocket category over there, I have a library card, which is, that's, you know, we might make some library cards or pockets today, because they're pretty nice, and I have some library cards here. I just stuck those in there. That's what this is. This is a library pocket. But again, it's too wide. And then I have these ones, and these are really fun. We'll make those in, after we get done with this little journal here, we'll start doing fun things like this. Just trying to get my sea legs, or my YouTube legs under me. But all the pockets that I have made are way too big. I guess that's the point that I'm trying to make. So we need to make some smaller pockets. We'll just, oh, wait a minute. Oh goodness. Those cards. Okay, we'll just, oops, just put them in there like that. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump you. I am just fresh out of the shower, so if my head gets in the video, I'm still trying to work that out. I moved the camera up that way a little bit, so hopefully y'all won't see the top of my head, because, you know, yeah, sometimes I have that big old ugly part, and well, just clean it out. So, I pulled out a couple of books for the pockets. I pulled out this book. This is a nice raggy book. Again, I got it from Rachel over at Roxy Creations. She has some wonderful stuff. You need to go over and check out her Etsy channel, or her Etsy store, because wonderful. She has wonderful digitals, wonderful, she puts books on there. I mean, the cover to this is actually being used. She's doing a slow stitching challenge, where you make 2 slow stitching blocks a month. That was the beginning of the years. So, like, see, here's the cover to this whole book. Isn't it fabulous? But I wanted to use the cover for this book in this journal. And so, my slow stitching blocks, this is July's. I don't think I've started on August's, but I might have. I don't. Yeah, I have started on August, I think. But I don't know where it is. Anyway, see, this will fit perfect. But this little book is so amazing. I mean, it's just, it's raggy. It's just a really nice little book. I love its cover. And so I got this book. I know some of you are cringing over the thought of tearing an 1800s book up for junk journaling. But, you know, it's in Italian. I have Criterion. They're very similar to Rachel's. Am I going to read it? How's the cover and binding? Is it in bad shape? I mean, this book was in really nice condition, as you can tell by just the pages. So had I not been specifically after this kind of paper, I probably would have put it on my shelf for a while and let it chill. I have about 10 books that are pre-1850 out there. I have a couple of late 1700s books, and they're in relative shape. This one here is in a lot better condition than they are. So, but they're in English, so I can read to see what kind of, you know, how the language was back then and all that good stuff. And it's just, I mean, I do use these pages as, you know, pages in a journal. I think there might actually be a couple of these pages in here. That one's not. I'm not sure. I just sprinkle book pages wherever I can. So I always get really excited when I can tear a book apart and have, you know, pages like this. The binding, the page here is still strong. Oops, well, Okay, that it did take quite a bit, and I am going to tear it apart. But the binding, the page is still strong, and I can tear it apart and use in the journal. But like I said, we're just gonna hop right in here. We need pockets for this little guy. I don't know. We're just gonna put. So we're gonna put. I have a basket, a project basket. What is this? What is this? This is a project that I'm working, I think, on my own. This is an over-the-page. That might work in here. It's an over-the-page pocket journaling, journal card thing. I don't know why I put them all in here. But anyway, we're going to put the pockets that may work in this little journal in this project basket. Along with the journal. I like to keep things together. So we're just going to put this up over there because it's in the way right now. Things that might work. This is an envelope. See, it's a flippy thing. It has a pocket here, and then it has a pocket. I think this was supposed to, yep, pocket here, and then it has, well, it's this one right here. So you see, it has a flap to keep it closed, a pocket there, pocket there, a pocket here, and I think, Julie at Camellia, this was from my idea book, so that's why it's really kind of beat up. But I just used, I had a glue book that was from Target, and so it had like their fabric, new fabrics. It was an old book. To make some new ones. So I'm gonna put that up there in the idea. Okay, goodness gracious, I got stuff everywhere. Okay, this was going to be an over the page, but again, it's too big. It's just, that's a simple fact. It's just too big for our little journal. So, I'm going to put these things back in a basket. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put all of this in my to-do basket because that's not big enough already. Alright, so I've got some pages here. I don't need any more of that book, so we'll put that back up on my shelf. I have all of the books that I use, you know, like pages that are in signatures. I have them on a shelf up above my desk. At some point, I will do a tour of my craft room. Then I think I want a couple of these pages. Again, this is a vintage picture. That's nice. That's going to be nice for like a journaling card. I mean, fussy cutting them out using like a Timmy people or Timmy person. Sorry, I'm trying to tear this out and not be. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at all that. All that came out on paper. That's all right. So I'm just going to put this in my. I have a basket somewhere. Where is it? You know, I've come to the conclusion I have entirely too much stuff. Entirely too much stuff. I don't know why I think it's behind me. Why, yes. I have a whole basket back behind me that is for pages like that I'm going to use for other things. And I'm sorry, y'all, if you can hear my dog. He's being, well, he's being extra special today. I don't know why. Because he can. Because he knows that it annoys me. I don't know. Alright, so this page. I'm trying to dig this signature out if y'all are wondering what I'm doing. Have to find the middle page. It's here somewhere. I went the wrong way. I might have had it. That might have been it right here. Is it? I believe that it is. There's a string in here, and if you can get, if you can figure out where it is, I think this is like a little, no, I don't know. Let's see if I can pull it out. Yep, see, let's see exactly. See if you can cut that string. That's fabulous because so I'm going to take these 2 pages and we're going to make pockets out of it, so I'm not too worried about how destroyed they are. But now, since I've cut those, I should, and I stress the word should, be able to just rip that out and then it will, then I have individual pages that I could, if I so desired, put into a journal. And seeing that's still really good paper there. I don't know, I might. That one wouldn't be bad on a journal card either. This particular book has 4 signatures left, so 5. I'm thinking it probably had 6 signatures because I've already turned into it. Alright, so this book is going back up on my shelf. Excuse my reach. I got this book down because, well, it's cute. But it has all these little fairies and little poems, and these little fairy, we'll just do one of them. The little fairy pages would make a good taller pocket. Well, let's just do a couple of them. Oops. See, and these, there is, look at there. Here's a signature I've already ripped out. Well, maybe. No, I have. I just don't know why it's not there we go. Okay, that'll give us 3 pages of those. I don't know how far we'll go. Alright, so let's put this up on the shelf as well. Like I said, that shelf, there's, I would say, 40% of it is books without covers. Alright, so let's take this. Let's get our little chomper. Sorry if I bump you, because somehow or another all that down there got all tangled up. And then we're just going to make, like I said, Rachel at Roxy Creations did this, and they're nice. They're nice and light little pockets. They're not going to add a whole lot of bulk to your finished project, which that's nice. Okay, how wide is this? Or long? Okay, it is 7.5. So it's 3 3/4. 3 3/4, and then just, oh, that wasn't very straight. Oh well, it is what it is. Oh yeah, that's not straight. And if you see me doing this, what I'm doing is sometimes when you pull pages out of books, there's like crunchy glue. And, well, we're doing a pocket, and we don't want crunchy glue. There. And, you know, if I wouldn't cut 7 pages at once, no, that's an exaggeration. I think there's 4 or 5 here. Okay, this is right at 7, so we're gonna go with 3.5. These ones here will be shorter pockets. Oh, I cut those straight. Okay, and then these 3 here. Tear that one. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to trim around the little fairy. This is a little winter fairy, apparently. Maybe a little fall fairy. I don't know. And we can use them there. See, that'll be such a cute. Or I have some tags over here that I made the bases, and oh, that would be really cute. Well, change plans. This is how it happens. Well, change plans for these little fellers. We're still going to be making pockets because I don't have enough. I don't have any pockets to fit in this little journal. But for these guys, I might use this one for a pocket because we could cut it down. Yeah. And then we could have like a poem with, yeah, we'll do that. That sounds fabulous. Okay, let's put my cutter back down there. Sorry, I know I keep bumping you. Okay, so we're going to put these, I've got a couple of big bases like this. We're just going to put them on there like this. All this is it's my glue book. These 2 pages are my glue book right here. And I folded them in such a way that it creates a journal spot right here. And I'm going to make big tags. A big tag like this one. This one here is made out of, oops, sorry. I just don't understand why. They think I want political nonsense. But see, anyway, this tag, it's huge. But you can journal on the back of it because there's clean. It's clean. It's this paper. It's just I folded the page. This is a really big book page, kind of like these ones. And I made it into a tag. I put something pretty there. I did Rachel's fold over technique and put some string in there to make excellent tags for things. So that's what I'm going to do with these 2. We're not going to, if we have time, we'll put those 2 together. But we're working on pockets for our little journal. I don't know whether that one's going to fit, but that's all right. Okay, so these little fellers. What I'm going to do is I am just going to fold this over. So you do your cutting. We're going to do a little mass make session. Just because I'm short of pockets and I need well, I don't know that I need a buttload for that journal, but I might want a buttload. One doesn't know. One doesn't know what they want until they get into the mix. Okay, why? Okay, there we go. And then we're going to fold them all. Then we will glue these top sections down. And then we'll start some decorating. And I'm thinking that I have a bunch of like card types thing, you know, instead of up and down like this, they're kind of like this and they're not this big. Over in my basket over there, over in my, I don't know what you'd call it, my basket of stuff, cutouts and things. So, and you know, some of these I might decide that that looks kind of cool like that. Having the white there on top. Ooh, I got a bunch. That's alright. We won't, you and I, will not get to all these today. Well, ever. What I will do is later on, I will, oh my goodness, that's so crooked. I can't take it. So, we're going to straighten this up. Yes, I know, I'm kind of doing the same thing. Putting a whole bunch of pages in there, but putting it on the edge. Wow, I cut way crooked. So let's straighten these ones up too. Since we're in the straightening, since I have the cutter out here. There. Everything is straight. Alright. I'm going to start with these ones. I don't know what that side or this side. I don't think it... let's do this side. Let's do half and half. How's that? Half. And this is so much wider. That's what I mean by we're going to do these half and half. So, line up this side over here. There. See, and I actually kind of like that. Normally, it would just be on this side, but... Wow. No, that's not how we're going to do it, because it's that's kind of nice. It adds an area of interest. Now this one here, we need to trim a little bit because the side of this page is all kinds of messed up. There we go. It'll just be a straighter one. Okay, I'm going to put my cutter in my lap because I have a feeling we're going to be using it. Oh my goodness, why? Sorry, decided where it wanted to fold. Okay, so there we go. Now, as you see, those ones, the white spots on that side. On these two, the white spot's gonna be on this other side. You know, I should probably have made sure that this would fit on pages like this. No, it would not. I'm just gonna put our thing there. That's all right. We're going to fold these, and then we'll cut them. There. So I'm going to say that this page, this back page of this journal, is going to be indicative of all the other places that we're going to want to put pockets. And until recently, I thought this was a door. I know. I'm special sometimes. I guess I didn't look at it close enough to see that there was a man with the book here. It's actually a Saint Rachel on her last video was you know, naming off the saints and if they were martyrs and stuff. And thinking if this gentleman was a murderer, he was booked to death. I don't know. But, yeah, so that's a saint. It's not a door. Oh. You know, one must look at things more closely. Okay, so I'm going to gather all these up here. Well, not all of them, but I'm going to gather the ones for this side. Oh, there's only 2. That's all right. And then into that. So 3.5. Oh, these are going to be little bitty cards. Oh, I have so much scrap paper that I'm not going to keep those ones. Now these ones, the rag paper. Oh yeah, I am definitely going to be keeping those because I could use these too, but okay, that's all we're going to do of that one. We're going to put those ones over there. Okay, so these ones, I don't think that these ones really, yeah, they kind of have a side. These ones are lighter pages, which I'm not going to lie. Okay, these ones I'm going to make 3 3/4. And yeah, I'm not going to keep those because, well, I'm just not. Like I said, we're not going to do every single one of these. So yes. And then these ones here, I'll put over there. But we're going to glue those just because, well, I can put them in my to-do box and decorate them later. So that will be nice. I'll already have the blanks made, and those are the ones that we're actually going to do. But we'll glue these ones. I didn't cut them, so they'll be good for whatever. All right, so now, am I going to, how big is that? It's 4 inches. Well, that's all right. Sorry. Keep all my cutters, my chompers, my big chomper like this one, my big page cutter, all down underneath the table. So they're easy to get at. And I also keep my scoreboard down there as well. So now, on this pocket, since I'm really kind of wanting the poem, not that we're going to be able to see the poem when we're done, but, oh, my phone keeps turning off. Oh, Lord have mercy, we've been here 30 minutes already, and we haven't even gotten, we've gotten, like, what, nothing done. A lot of talking. Alright, so let's do that, glue it down. So I'm not even going to glue those other ones down, because it'll just take time out of our fun. And we want to have some fun. Or at least I do. Well, I can have fun anytime because, well, it's my area. But we're just going to glue this top down. And what that does is it actually, like, thickens that and it makes it a little more, the paper, while not brittle, is still thin, and you know, having things go in and out of it all the time will eventually tear the paper. This will help prevent that. As you can see, I'm not being real persnickety about gluing. I'm using my glue stick. just making sure everything is down. This is really easy. Sorry you have to watch me. Watch me glue. It's all part of the process. That one I did not get that top corner. I mean, you still want to get like the top corner and sides. Oops, I got a glob. That's always lovely. I have glue on this side. See? Hopefully it'll dry fine. That's why I've been starting in the middle and then going out, because then I don't get the glob of glue. So just okay. It's probably because I keep sticking my thumb in it. Alright, glue page is done. And so now this glue page I'm actually going to keep, because look at all this creamy goodness here. I could put that on the back of a tag, of a journal card. We're gonna put it over here so the glue dries. But y'all save those. Okay. I don't need my straight edge anymore. If I can even, oh no, what happened? There we go. Oh, so it locks it. You'll learn something every day. Alright. So we want to do at least one of those. On that side. Then we'll do one there too. Tell me that's not white. Yes, that is not white. Okay, so these fellers, if we get time, we'll do them. If not, well, I'll just put them in my to-do basket and we'll go from there. Alright, so I have a basket that I keep on the side of my workspace here. That has, well, it has stuff in it. See, it has like circles, and then those circles are either Tracy Fox, Roxy Creations, or the graphics. I can't remember which one, so that's why they're in circles and then this is CraftyCat. You know, if I cut a bunch of stuff out, I'll put them in these little envelopes. And then ephemera. This is stuff that's already made, like Tim Holtz postcards. You know, I have this thing in here for coin storage. Yeah, things like that. Things that would go inside pockets. Miscellaneous unknowns. This has tea cards. Yeah, and then Paper Baker Creations has some more ephemera in it. Roxy Creations is actually the one that I'm after because there's a lot of cutouts in there. Tracy Fox, I'll take her out as well. That one might be a good one. And these ones here, these are just tabs, like your whale tail tabs. And I have like these kind of tabs that I made with my tab maker. Then I have Florentine paper. And then in this one, this is just nothing but pre-made envelopes that are book pages. And they're not glued. So they're just in there like this. And at some point we'll decorate a bunch of those. Say I have, this is a book page, and well, I really like that. That's hence why the little goat says up here. But yeah, These are things that just need to be decorated. And I didn't put them in my to-do bin because, well, good Lord, it's full. I don't know what's in here. This looks like stickers. Things like this, cutouts. And then this is my acetate storage. But I can just keep that off to the side of my workspace. And then that way I can just grab it out when I need it. I am going to grab, sorry for the bump, I'm going to grab out some Roxy's cutouts. Well, by that, I mean I'm going to grab out the folder for it. Because, again, I love me some I love me some Rach paper. Is that Rach paper? Yeah, no, I don't know. I think that this may be the Graphics Fairy, but I'm not for sure. I just have no idea. But this is where I put papers that, sorry, they're kind of in disarray. But you know what? When you put them on a page, look at that. I printed that. That's from her. But I printed it out on vellum paper, so it looks so cool. We'll keep that up. There's a couple things on here I like. So this. And I kind of like this one. I kind of like that one. This one, I like that, but I don't think I'll use that. That would be a good on either an envelope or page or journaling card. Those are kind of nice. Butterfly paper. I like that. Oh, see, I've got it printed on parchment paper. This is not hers, but I learned about it on her channel, so that's why it's in here. This isn't hers. Sharon. I can't remember Sharon's last name. But they're fabulous. They make little journals. Fold these, you know, in half. And it makes a nice, like, little document type journal. It's long and narrow, and you put pages in here, and it's pretty cool. I think we probably have enough out. Because I could go, ooh, what's this? Ooh, here's some that are kind of already cut out. Well, let's just take all those out. I'm pretty sure it's graphics, right? I love that bird. But he's going to be too big. That one might work. Those borders would work. Take that. Take that. You can... Well, these are the same. Oh, I like those birds. Birds. But you can see, so this paper here is printed on, or is printed with my inkjet on just regular copy paper. I think this was printed on their HP paper, or, yeah, HP paper, which I don't really like, but see the vibrancy of it? This one here was printed with my laser printer on, I think the same paper, but see how faded the flowers are? Kind of like that. I know I'm getting out way more than I'm gonna need. Oh, I kind of like that one. Okay, we have to stop. I have a problem. I have issues. I'm not going to talk about it, but I do have issues. On so many levels. Alright, so I'm going to put this back in my cart here. Sorry for the wiggle. And now we're going to put that on top because it has, I'm not going to lie, that's stinking amazing. This, oh, this was a project one. Okay, so we're just going to work on these because I'm sure I wasted, oh yeah, I wasted 10 minutes doing that. Okay, so let's do this little fellow. And I get these envelopes off of Amazon. See, I think this little bird would be very cute there. And this page is very white. So, I'm actually, this is going to take, okay, these are the ones I think I'm going to be doing. I'm actually going to take one of these little book pages here, and since I haven't glued it, we're going to use it as, oh, I don't know that I like that. But we're going to use it. Some of them are darker, but no. We're going to use this book page for this. I know. It's kind of productive, isn't it? Book page, palm book page. You know, I'm pretty sure I have a small ruler out somewhere, but heaven only knows where it is. I had it out last night, so, and I didn't put it away, of course. Okay, so we're gonna put this like right there with that, and then maybe a label. So see, we're covering a lot of the poem up. The song of the horse chestnut fairy. So does that mean that it's horse poop? That's what I know as horse chestnuts. Or the little, you know, because... So, a fun fact. My husband, well, sometimes my husband goes out with me. I go out northeast of Jeffrey City, and there is a massive herd of horses up there, wild horses, just massive. And they all have like their own little bands, and you know, their own little. They have a city up there. The horses do. But okay, now we need a Tracy label or a label. So this book, The Arts of Man, I have created with Molt. Again, I created in the Midori style. It's set up for 2 regular signatures, but I have 4 books in here. And I have them... So I have 3 on this first and 1 on this last one. I haven't filled it up. I really need to finish it and just get it done. Alright, let's see here. So, but anyway, back to Jeffrey City. So there's a lot. Oops, that's upside down. A lot of wild horses up there. I think I like that one. And I go up there at least once a year. Over the 4th of July, because I'm telling you, there is like not another living soul anywhere around. And for my big dog that has PTSD, it's perfect. Oh, I like that. So I take him up there. We usually spend 3 or 4 days up there. My husband, well, he doesn't spend that long up there. I kind of like that. I'll have to remember that. See, when I eventually get this plan, see, I have this one here is empty, but I do have all the pockets already cut for it. I just need to actually do it. And that's not nearly as much fun as, like, say, doing this. Okay, so let's just glue this. Get my tweezers. Because, see, I already have hair. Oh, yeah, see, that's good. And then we're going to, I know a lot of people use, like, their inch punch. Generally, unless it is a tiny pocket, I'll use 2-inch or bigger. I mean, I've been known to use my 3.5-inch punch, just because I think it gives it a nice circle. And okay, so there's one. See this little basket of scraps here? I was using it yesterday on those envelope pocket things. Okay, so let's do this one. No, is this one? Nope. I may not use those. I don't know what I have cut over here. We're not going to even look at those ones because I know those are way too big. That's kind of nice. I like these birds. I should put these birds up in my bird box. See, these pockets are just so little. So, see, I have one of those cut out. Oh, I like this. Ooh. Those are what I was actually looking for. These are all from Roxy Creations. Her cutout. Well, I call them cutouts, but I think this one's from like letters and book pages and things like that. Oh, that one would be small enough to fit. Like that. I should put these ones in my flower box, but oh well. And see, these things here would make good pockets. How big is that? It's almost 5. So it won't make a good pocket for this one. That one might, though. Let's just keep that one out. Oh, look at there. There's some Chinese. I don't know why. Yeah, Chinese. This is a piece of her document paper, and I printed it out on parchment paper, which is pretty cool. Alright, everything else in there is too big. But see, this way I can keep things corralled mostly. And I stress that word mostly because, well, y'all see what I have over there. So we're going to put this, and I actually have this over here. The little clear envelopes, I actually have them in alphabetical order. Okay, so we're doing this. These egg. I'm just not a fan of the eggs. I don't know why. I'm just not a fan. But I love the bird, and I like everything else. I'm not a fan of the eggs. Oh, this one doesn't even have a rude. And these ones, I think those ones are probably too big too, so we're just going to put those in there. Alright. I think we're set on stuff. See, that's pretty. And if I were to take this, and some things I will You know, like if the paper's dark, if I have a dark paper, I probably wouldn't put ink on it. But that was kind of blendy, and I don't know what I'm going to be using these ones for. So since I have the ink out, we're just going to ink these up. And it'll be fine, meaning that there's a lot of creators out there that ink everything. Gayle CinnamonT is one of them. She doesn't feel that it's complete unless it's been inked, which it's fine. I like that, but for me, it's time consuming, and honestly, this is like, for you watching, it's like watching paint dry. Excuse me while I have a drink of coffee. Because this is first thing in the morning for me. Oh my, we've been here 55 minutes and we've gotten 0 done. 0. I should have had everything done. Oh well. Alright, so I'm just going to start sticking stuff on here. I'm not going to be picky. I'm just going to do it. Because really that looks good just the way it is. Take my cutter. And there we go. There's a pocket. Oh, I suppose I should not put those up there. I should probably put those down here so we know that we actually did get something done. Okay, this one I was just going to make a pocket by itself. And this one I could cut. So let's do that. Well, not cut, but I could trim. Let's trim it kind of in half. Yeah. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing, so this is kind of a fly by the seat of your pants crafting day, since we're not working in the journal, but you know, oops, I meant to do that on the side. Oh well. I think I'm gonna put this one right here. Yes. And as you can see, this little piece that I'm using is actually when Rachel sends out her her packages, she includes like a little thank you tag, and that's what this is. But it works really good as, you know, things to put on stuff, waste not, want not. Okay, and then let's do this one. I'm not going to cut anything out. How's that? It's funny as to how we get into, I'm not going to say ruts, but our creativity is focused by certain things. Like take this for instance. I really wanted to use one of these, but I didn't. I was good because not every pocket can be the same. Just saying. And these pockets are going to be simple, simple, simple. Now this one, I am going to use one of these just because I want to. Oh, and we're at an hour. So I guess I should wrap up. And it's a good thing I'm not going to put anything else on this one. These are cute little pockets. And you'll be seeing them make a reappearance when next time, because next time we're going to start putting these in there. So this morning we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different pockets from 3 different book types. I'm going to continue making these pockets. So I will, next time we'll go over that first thing. All right, well, thank you. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you on Monday. Have a good weekend.